Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Knights of the Alternate Table. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing on the What If France Won World War II series with part 3. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. At the time of recording this, we haven't hit 200 subs yet, so I'll still be taking ideas for it in case it hasn't. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a good one. So let's begin. We ended with the map looking like this, with Western Germany and Southern Germany being united, and an Austria-Hungary reformation happening. Italy controlling most of the Baltics, with the Soviet Union controlling the rest of it, including Turkey, and France being the only Western power willing to actually fight. This will lead to the World War II of this timeline, where it would be the bloodiest conflict of the 19th century. Hey, Britain? Yeah, France? I think Italy's preparing to attack me. No, it's not doing that. I'm pretty sure it is, because it's coming at me with the gun. Nah, it's not attacking you, trust me. Okay, but you'll join in if it attacks me. Yeah, sure. It's not like you're my rival, because you won World War II and didn't have any part with me in it, so yeah. Italy would then proceed to invade France and its allies. Britain would do nothing, on the other hand, wishing to stay neutral. Italy would push through its mountains. Iberia, with Spain, would start advancing and moving into French Africa, and Czechoslovakia, about half of it would be taken already, and Poland would look increasingly worried, with southern Bavaria now invading western Bavaria too. Now, the Polish army would mobilize and start pushing through, though France would constantly be invaded. Seeing southern Germany as a weakling would push through there. The Italian and Spanish forces, not wanting to cross the Sahara Desert, would try and stick to the coastline to quickly surround and capture France. Britain, meanwhile, would still be doing nothing, wishing to just let the war play out on its own. This would greatly hurt France and their allies. The invasion of Corsica would soon begin, and France, mainly prioritizing defending the homeland, would quickly pull away its African forces to try and defend the French homeland instead of their own. Poland would now see troops starting to invade them, with Czechoslovakia wanting to capitulate more and more. Southern Germany would be pushed through, nearly losing all of the ground they would gain, and Spain would also lose the ground it gained, but Italy would still push strong. Corsica would fall, and with it, many of the French supply routes. This would lead to a hard pullback of African troops back into France, with little southern coastline of France being left. Meanwhile, Czechoslovakia would get its army encircled, and Poland would have more troops start marching in it for the second time in this century. More and more of France would be taken by Italy, and southern Bavaria would lose its northern tip. Now the Mediterranean powers would truly start dominating the Mediterranean Sea. Now France, having no hope of pulling back its colonial troops, would start trying to defend against the main front line, losing all the progress they made in Spain, and Italy would continuously push. Now Bavaria would regain the land it took, and Czechoslovakia would be forced to capitulate, with Poland having its troops halfway already surrounded. Now mostly all of southern France would be gone, and southern West Germany would be taken by southern Germany. If that's not confusing enough, Poland would also be forced to capitulate, leaving it just being Western Germany, France, Belgium, and Luxembourg against all the Mediterranean powers that have just took over. France would start looking help. Britain, refusing their offer, would be forced to turn to the Soviet Union, who stayed neutral this entire time. Soviet Union, please, I can't do it. Sure, I will join. What? That's a weird accent you have. Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. Anyways, yeah, I'll join. Oh, wow, you don't have any conditions? Just one. What? Absolute power. What was that? Absolute power over the peace treaty. Oh, yeah, that's fine, because, well, we're pretty done right here, so yeah, that would be great. The The Soviet Union and their semi-puppet states would strike hard, taking on the east and southern, quickly engulfing the land that Italy had previously took in the wars before. And Western Germany would get its northern German allies to help start reconquering Poland. For the second time, the Soviet Union would march into Poland, being quote-unquote liberators. Meanwhile, Italy would start sending troops away from France, causing them to be able to push. Even with Italy now trying to focus on the Balkans, they would quickly lose, and they would have to start pulling their forces out of Poland, not wanting to fight a two-front war, and Bavaria would start losing its grounds that they have already taken, with southern Germany now trying to capitulate and Czechoslovakia becoming rearmed and ready to fight again. And Germany would continue taking more and more land. France would look to start capitulating itself, with the last of the Mediterranean armies pulling in. A lot of the land that they have conquered previously would be aided by governments in exile, or others now joining the Soviet forces, seeing them as liberators trying to help fight. This would quickly lead to an image of the Soviet Union as a strong powerhouse, and would quickly scare Britain, who would now try and offer their. But France would refuse that support, and now would start continuously trying to push and mandate. The lines would come to a stalemate, kind of, with only the Eastern Front moving, the Western Front kind of slowing down. And this would cause the Soviet Union to claim that they were the only reason that the world did not fall to fascism. But now the world would start falling towards communism. Italy, thinking that if they could just take out France, this would work, with its incompetent military strategy once again proving to be their downfall. Southern Germany and Austria-Hungary would start falling more and more, with Italy losing all the territories previously had gained, Africa being the only strong front they had, and France, almost capitulating, would beg the Soviets to try and rush in as many divisions as possible. And now, France would start taking and losing troops, being grateful for the Soviet Union for helping them. Now, Benito Mussolini, seeing this, would try and pack and flee, but keeps on ordering his men to try and capitulate France, even though that the main problem was in the east, almost on the Italian homeland soil. Benito Mussolini's Roman Empire dream would slowly begin to die. The world would truly change, with Yugoslavia gaining lands in Bulgaria and Greece, known as the Baltic Union, Romania becoming communist, Hungary becoming communist, Czechoslovakia becoming communist, Poland getting annexed into the Soviet Union, and Embargo Austria being established to try and keep Germany divided, who would unite both northern and western Germany to form proper Germany. Hey, France, I went to see how the war went. Yes, Privyet. Good, Britain, good. You have a weird accent. Nah, don't have weird accent. Grateful for Soviet Union for saving me. Okay, you're clearly puppeted. And with that, Britain would now start seeing its Cold War dreams unfurled. This time, it would look more like a hot war without the US getting involved and nuclear weapons. Hey, USA? Yeah? It appears that we need your help. Oh, we're going to war? Yeah. I'm not into it. I want to remain isolationist. But otherwise, democracy is dead. Well, if this is for freedom, let's fight them. Okay. And with that, the US would join Britain in their English Defensive Alliance Pact. Hey everyone, thank you for watching. This series has just been a blast to make and really fun. I'm recording it all one go because I've had the script and the video prepared about 3 weeks, but haven't gotten around to recording it yet. So yeah, it's really fun. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want. And yeah, I really hope you truly have a good one. So, goodbye. Wow, what a great video. On your left is the first part of the series, and on your right is my most recently uploaded video. So I think you should go and watch it, because I personally think it's the best video to ever get made. Don't quote me on that. Well, see you guys. Bye, comment potato if you watch this.